So this is something I live strongly by, and something that I was reminded by my mentor the other day. So a little bit of background on this. Like 3 days ago, we had a client churn, and it's not, well, it is a little bit our fault, but mostly this guy was like psychotic, man. And it really brought me down in the depths, and I told my mentor about it, and he's like, dude, like, Liam, just take a break, just, reset yourself. You know that you can never lose if you don't give up. I'm going to repeat that. You will never lose if you don't give up. Now, I wanted to talk about this. For yourself, and this is something I say to a lot of people. Think of this. If you're doing something, if you never give up, if you give it 110%, you will win. Like, there's literally no chance that you can lose. Now, there is a side to this, and this is something that my parents tell me all the time. And they're like, you gotta know when to quit. You gotta know when to quit. And I highly disagree with that. And I'll tell you why. So, there's a difference between never giving up on something that is wrong and something that you keep doing that's wrong, and never giving up in a way where we're always looking for the thing that's going to give positive results, right? As Albert Einstein says, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Another thing one of my other mentors said, and this is like exactly what I'm talking about right now, but he said basically, you have to know when to pivot. What is it? Kenny Rogers, the song "The Gambler," and I made a video about this. This is a long time ago though. But if you guys haven't heard the song "The Gambler," I want you to listen to it right now. But in the chorus, he says you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Right? What does that mean? You have to know when to quit something. You also have to know when to pursue something, right? When to double down on something. So, the idea behind this is that if you never quit, but you'll never lose, but you have to always be looking for the positive, right? You have to pivot, as my mentor said. If something isn't working, you're not just going to give up. And this is where my parents don't understand too, because they, I've been at this online business thing for 2.5 years, really haven't generated anything worthwhile. However, it's not a matter of me just quitting and everything that up to this point has brought me no good, right? I started drop shipping, right? I started Instagram theme pages. Now I'm running an agency, right? An AI agency. Now, if I kept trying to, I also disagree with that. If I kept trying to drop ship and I knew what I was trying to improve on, I believe that I probably would be a very good drop shipper by now. However, and this is a huge topic, right? Like shiny object syndrome, all of this. But my journey, starting an Instagram theme pages, drop shipping, has brought me to AI agency. Now, to say you've been at this for 2 years, you may as well just quit now, you haven't seen any results, is very, very one-sided, right? And this is the thing I want to preface here. You never will lose if you don't quit, but you have to do it smartly, right? And it's just like with mentors too. Mentors speed up the process. They are the people who've been in your exact situation, who know the mistakes to avoid, who know the things to focus on. The mentors we have right now, biggest thing for us is focusing on the right things. And so, for you yourself, lessons to take from this. If you're ever feeling down, right, or if you're ever on edge, just know if you never give up, you will not lose. It is impossible for you to lose if you never give up, right? And this is just logic, right? I don't know if this is a law of physics, but this is just logic. Or you know what? Maybe this is law of physics, right? You think of it. Let's say 1 pound of force hits 10 pounds of force. If you hit it the first time, it's not going to break, but hit it 1,000 times, you bet your arse it will. You know what? This is the law of physics. If you never give up, you cannot get your end goal, whatever that is. Now, There's so many other things I could talk about. I'm just going to cut it here. But you have to know what to work on. You have to know when to pivot when something isn't working. You have to know when to hold them and know when to hold and know when to fold them. However, if you know when to hold them and know when to fold them and act accordingly, you are going to be successful. So that's my spiel for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys gain value and insight out of this. Make sure to subscribe, follow the journey for more. These videos are more just concepts because this is the only time of day I have. I worked a 12-hour shift. It was brutal. I want to make a YouTube video every single day, right? I promised myself like 3-4 months ago that I'd make a YouTube video every single day. And I've been making a YouTube video every single day since. And this is the only time I can do it, so there you go. But regardless, a lot of value here. And I'm not saying that from my perspective. I'm saying that because I learned from people, right? My mentor doing $50K a month. My other mentor, right? He's done millions and millions and millions of dollars through marketing, through business online, all of this. So yeah, you're learning from the greatest, from some of the great people. So that's that. Make sure to follow, subscribe, follow the journey for more. Follow me on Instagram. I do daily updates on my AI agency. This is more the long form. That's more like the short form. As well, join my free AI agency Discord as well. It's completely for free. Me and my boy have tons of sauce in there. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Above all, stay wise.